Alright guys, second time for the day today, Forex market situation update. We got this interesting opportunity. We think it's an opportunity. It's very raw. Still, it's very raw. We're trying kind of to jump the gun, you know. But I'm also gonna break it down as far as correlation goes. So if we are bullish on the stock market, which we just described everything about that part with the Nikkei. And we're also bullish on the Euro-Japanese yen, so meaning we're bullish on the Japanese yen currencies, right? So this pair is actually inversely correlated to the stock market and to those pairs that I've mentioned, right? Those Japanese currency pairs and a few of the majors, like the Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. So it's inversely correlated, meaning if we're expecting those to go up, we should be expecting this one to go down. But what does the technical picture tells us? That's the question, because it has to make sense. It's not just, working with the correlation and coming with conclusions. We actually have to have a solid, strong technical case, as in addition to knowing the correlation factor. So here, guys, and I like I said, I think it's very preliminary. The situation is very preliminary. We're not gonna jump in today. All right, let me just say that. But hopefully, we will jump in tomorrow. Let me describe what needs to happen for us to pull the trigger, and I'm gonna explain exactly what the game plan is. But first, before I dive into that, let me just show you something quickly. I'm gonna switch to the weekly chart. And we were bullish before on the pound New Zealand dollar, but now we highly suspect that price action is gonna do what it did last week, and the week before, and the week before that. Right? Check it out. 96.57 is a massive resistance level, and ever since late November, price has been trading inside of that range. So 96.57 is the top resistance, is the edge of that system. Now, price action seems to be breaking it out, but seems to be breaking it out last week just as well, and you've seen how that ended up. And I think it's doing the same. I feel like it's doing the same, again, because of two main elements. Let me show you exactly what I mean. First element is purely technical. We think price action has been trading sideways, like I said, ever since late November. We've seen 1, 2, 3, and this move all the way up 4, meaning we're missing a fifth leg on the way down again, right? Now, it does look like it's breaking out. So how is that? How is that contribute to that bearish conviction that I'm just presenting here? Well, we believe this breakout is actually a fake out, right? Now, the way to determine that with a level of certainty would have to be at least 2 days of a downside move. So meaning two consecutive days that are actually starting to turn things around. So for us, we've had the first one yesterday. That's a good sign. Today, we need to wait to the end of the day. If price action is going to end up negatively, we are going to conclude that this was a fake out, and price action is starting to close the distance to come back into that range. And once it does, it will continue. It actually will start to build up some negative momentum that will drive price action back to that lower section and towards that level 94.47 at the very minimum. By the way, that's going to be our key profit target. That's going to be the next big support level, 94.47. Once price action starts to get back in, we're going to target 94.47. But again, like I said, if the day is going to end up negatively even before price action actually crosses over, that's going to be good enough for us. We're going to try to jump the gun and get a really good price before it begins to descend much more, aggressively. All right, guys. So I guess all eyes are on the pound New Zealand dollar for the end of the day, because the end of the day will be a decision-making factor for us. But I've just laid out the whole game plan so you can be prepared both, psychologically and also financially. Alright guys, that's about that. Pound New Zealand dollar forex market. We're moving on to the second section on our program today. Cryptocurrency market is going to be super interesting. Let's go and check that out, coming up in the next video.